Guys, welcome back. I've been gone for a little bit. So subscribe for poker related stuff. I'm gonna try to do some. I have a really cool video coming out on poker ranges and like how people don't understand poker ranges. So like, if you like that type of stuff, stay tuned. Subscribe. I'm giving a shout out to Sky. This guy does not get enough credit. Like, if you are like learning poker, kind of new to poker, yeah, you can. There's a bunch of sites: pokercoaching.com, Jonathan Little, Upswing Poker, Raise Your Edge. I've done them all. I really have. I've done them all. And I'm just saying, like, if you want to be like an in profit poker player, micro stakes, low stakes, there's not a better place to go than Smart Poker Study. And his courses and everything are actually relatively pretty cheap compared to a lot of other sites. And like I said, the other sites are going to teach you like a lot of like GTO stuff, which is great to know, but it doesn't necessarily apply to the low stakes. So it just, like I throw Alex Fitzgerald out there as well because he's a great coach for low stakes. All right, now we're going to get into hands because I had so many hands, dude. I took off, I had to get my shit together. So we're just going to go through them, dude. I don't know what they are, but we had to like whatever. Let's see how we played. We took like a week off of poker because I don't know, dude. I had to like, all right, raise. We're gonna go over ranges. Look at that. So cold call. I don't know what he has. Pocket pairs. I don't know. Maybe ace jack, ace 10. Afraid to 3-bet. Okay, we got an all in here. I have like, man, this is the low stakes. Like, this guy could be doing this with a lot. Ace King doesn't come around a lot. I'm going to gamble. I was in the mood to say, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, normally maybe I'd fold this and say, wow, everything's so strong. But no, not anymore, dude. Nah, I didn't come here for all, like, all right, we probably not going to win this, but okay, that makes sense. I don't know, dude. I would 3-bet that. Let's just go back. Actually, what did the other guy have? Horrible. Mark him. But with the jacks, I just think that's a mandatory like 3-bet, and you get 4-bet. Maybe you fold because that's so strong from under the gun. So it's like open. I would make this 7K. I would. I'd put pressure on him. I have position. I knock everybody out of this pot. And I pocket jacks. Instead, you call, and then you get into this war. I mean, luckily you hit your jack and whatever. You spiked a huge pot, but I'm not gonna like, hey, Sky. I gotta get him out of my face now. I like Sky, man. He's a good dude. I like him. Oh shit! What is this? Oh, I don't know. Deep. I think this was just deep. Oh no, I don't know actually. Okay, so we get. Honestly, this probably. Well, now I'm getting odds. Like, so what do we do here? We call. We call because of the odds. Honestly, if that guy didn't, I'd probably fold this. It's like, or But since we're getting odds, we call, and I mean, yeah, backdoor flush, overcard, I get it. And backdoor, like, wheel draw, possibly. Okay, so we do pick up the nut flush, but, fucking 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen. I mean, it's a pretty connected board, so we're not loving this, right? So this guy bets. We called. I don't even remember, dude. We called. I think we just knew. I don't know, dude. We were just like, we're not losing today. And look at the size of the pot compared to my stack to pot ratio is outrageous here. Like like him, it's fine, but we're like in Twilight land. So I have to shove because I'm giving them like outrageously good pot odds here. I'm like, hey, dude, just call it anything. I mean, you can call it with straights, which I'm assuming people have like Queen Jack and like, you know what I mean? There's got to have some straights. We have the nut flush. Maybe it's just a really connected board. Obviously, this guy, not obviously, but he's going to call. He's got good pot odds. Maybe he does have the straight. We got to fold. Oh, dude, I didn't even know what we're doing. So it's exactly what I thought. 8, 9, 10, Queen Jack, King. So he's got a straight. Would I have called that? Yeah, probably, just because of the pot odds. But I don't know if I would have played it the same way he played it. I think he could have possibly raised on the turn there with the 2 overs plus the 9 gives you the nuts. I don't know. Like, I can't tell everybody what to do. What is this? Oh God! Why do we have them all done already, dude? I was getting crushed yesterday by aces, so every time I got aces, I lost. I didn't even want them, so it's like a min raise kind of early position. Then we get this. Oh, I think we did play this smart. I wanted to screw people today. I was like, my old self would just jam, but why? We have aces. We call. And it's a bounty tournament. So, you know what I mean? This guy had a decent bounty. So, you know what this guy's going to do? Ah, man, he wants to ISO. That's exactly what I wanted. I swear to God, that's exactly why I didn't go all in. I said, man, maybe if I just call, this guy would try to shove me out of the pot. But little did he know. I said, sir, we can oblige that. And we even have the ace of hearts. We have so much equity. We have like 90% equity here, maybe more. Ace king sucks for you in a way. Pocket sevens, huge pot for me. Thank you, sir. Come again. You know what I mean? What else do we got, dude? Oh, all right. Obviously, we didn't look at all these hands. I'm gonna start going over them, but all right, we have aces. We get a raise from middle position. 3-bet from the button. I literally cold 4-bet it small where I can get the money in. You know what I mean? The pot will be so big that we're going to get the money in. And this guy min clicks it back to me, putting it all in. I oblige. Okay. Not the greatest turn and rock and horrible river. And what are you gonna do, dude? This was my life yesterday, and this was it. And some people go all in the next hand. I don't. I'm like, I'm fine, dude. We just lost with aces. It's just the other day of poker. You know what I mean? What is this hand? What is this? All right, so we obviously opened the king jack button. We get a 3-bet from the small blind, which could be a lot of things, and you can't fold king jack suited when you have position. You could jam possibly if you really want to put pressure on him, or you can just call because you have a hand that can perform well. This guy is betting small. I say bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems kind of like, but he calls. So I'm like, okay, so I'm probably going to lose, right? Like he probably has queens, kings, aces. Nah, dude. I don't know about this. This is kind of close. It's close, dude, because I get it. You got the nut flush draw and you got, yeah, I can't fault it, man. I'm talking to myself. I can't fault his play because of he had 2 overcards and a nut flush draw. I mean, he did have the world. So, what's wrong? Damn, guys, I know you don't give a shit, but it's like I deal with like a psycho person. I live with a psycho person, and they like make my life so hard. So this is like the 4th time I try to make a video and help you guys, but whatever, dude. I get through it. Just like anything. All right, we have King 5, which is a very pretty looking hand, especially on the button. We're going to raise that. We're going to raise that. We're going to get called by the big blind. We're going to try to smash that big blind. All right, that's actually a good flop. Two Broadway cards. We have a good flush draw, but we do need to protect our checking range, don't we? So I want to put this in our checking range because if this guy wants to bet on the next street, we can definitely call because we have a lot of equity. And then we had our king, so it's even better. So it's all right, I'm going to bet small here, just a third. Dude, come on. You got some sort of draw. I think maybe a queen would call. A king definitely is calling. And, maybe what? No, Jack nine would probably raise. So I don't. It's now we have a flush draw. So now it's like we got to go for, let's say, like he does have Queen X. How can we get value from Queen X? I say we bet like that much, like a 60%, a little over that, a little over 60, and then he does call. So I'm thinking probably has a king. Yeah, I think a king's the only thing that would call here, or like ace jack. You know what I mean? Fucking ace jack that he slow played. But yeah, king nine, and he had the nine of clubs, so I get it. And yeah, not a horrible call. You know what I mean? But we did get some value, and that's about everything you want to do in poker, guys. Is get value off your hands. I mean, here we folded the king 10. We made kind of a mistake. I don't know why we didn't open this, but it's like, it's just when you play a couple of like too many tables, sometimes you just kind of auto fold, and that's what like the worst mistake you can make. These two call. We would have hit our king on a good board. We get this guy betting into him. Two calls. A two comes off. Really good for king 10 in a way. I mean, we lose to like 9-7 suited or pocket twos, pocket sevens. This guy's betting again. He's calling, another king hit. So it's just like we really should have been in this pot versus ace queen. Missed so much value there just by playing too many tables and not paying attention. So I'm throwing that in there because it really does happen. I think this is another one where we're deep. Look at our chips. Look at our chips compared to everyone else. So we got a nice lead. We should have called this bet 100%. If you know what I mean, 100%. But I was like, you know what? No, we're gonna just play smart. We got our lead. No, we should have did it because pocket fives. We didn't. It's not like we hit our fucking set, but we would have had a gut shot, and it would have been. We blocked a lot of straights because we had two fives. We would have hit our straight right there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I don't know if we would have necessarily got value. Two people called, so like, oh, good job. Actually, we didn't. That guy had it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, we dodge bullets when we need to. That's all I can say. We dodge bullets when we need to. On this, I don't know what happened, bro. What do you do here? Open king nine is one of my favorite hands. He got a little min raise. Like, already that put me on edge, like literally, because I'm like, what the fudge? You know what I mean? Like, what the fudge? And look at this guy. 35 hands. He's a 12-3, no 3-bet. Finally 3-bet, kind of. Like, he just min raised it. So I was like, this guy has aces, and it's crazy to me that I'm going to even, like, fucking call this min raise. But I am going to call this min raise because I have a suited hand, and we hit our king. Boom! Bets. This is, remember, I just showed you what he looked like. So to me, this is not good. I can't fold yet. So we call. I mean, could he have a set of jacks? Yeah. I mean, look at this guy. He's betting my tournament life, basically. And I do have top pair. So, like, you guys should learn to, like, fold. Like, again, I mean, I just show you the HUD. He's a 12-3 out of 35 hands. And somehow now he could have pocket kings. Aces. I just have a king with a shitty kicker. So we do let it go. And I don't know. But it just seemed very, very, low stakes. I have value, and he was going for it. Here, perfect hand under the gun where you call the 6-8 suited. Check, check. So he doesn't have a jack, he doesn't have queens, and he doesn't have aces. That's what I'm saying. The queen comes in. I don't even think he has ace queen. He probably would have bet that. Should bet this because it's in his range. That queen should help his range. He doesn't. And we have a 6 at the end. I bet he calls with ace-5, and I don't. To me, I'll never understand this hand, so somehow we got value with a 6, and I knew to go for value with a 6. I didn't think he'd call. This is why low stakes tournaments can be very, very easy and profitable. I just made an article. It's coming out. Hope you guys read it. Boom, pocket tens, open them. Get a call from the cutoff. Get fucking looked up by, I know him, played lots of hands with him. And yeah, this is a tough spot. I got protection bet because any like turn card's not going to be necessarily good for me. So I wanted to just try to bet, get people out. And he raises pretty good, like, he's raising me. And I put him all in because I do think he's on a draw. Because if he had a set of sixes or a set of fives, he would slow play this. But he raised me. But he did call, which is, I guess, not great. But I do feel like I have the best hand. Another five hits. I don't think he has a five. And then the ace hits. So it's like he could have some sort of like flush draw that was going with the spades because they love to do that. But no, ace four, and that actually had a lot of equity. So that's why I know this player, but I did have him on the flop and turn. We just lost on the river, which kind of sucks. But, that's poker, guys. You just, you go with your gut. You do what you got to do, and yeah. And then finally, pocket threes. I hate, little baby pocket pairs. Everybody calls. We hit our three. Check. I'm not scared of anything because there's no flush draws. Look at the board. 3-6 jack. It's really, really just anywhere. So, but now there are draws coming out there. So it's like, okay, so now we bet small. We get looked up. So he probably has a jack. And then the queen hits. And we bet 20. He raises and boom. So jack 9. I told you he had a jack. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how you play poker, boys.